Imagine your child stands in front of the mirror and whispers, "Is this normal?" A few stray hairs, sudden body odor after recess, a pimple before a class photo, a mood that shifts in minutes. Puberty is a season of rapid change, visible and invisible, and the most powerful gift you can offer is calm, clear guidance. Not a lecture, not a warning, a bridge. Welcome to Seeds of Tomorrow. This chapter is that bridge. It helps you prepare your preteen for what's coming, without fear or shame, and with the steady message, your body is your home, and you can learn to live in it with confidence. Puberty starts at different times for different kids. Some begin around 8 or 9, others closer to 12. Both are normal. Changes do not arrive in a tidy order. One child might notice armpit odor before any growth. Another might have a growth spurt first. The brain is remodeling too. Emotional waves feel bigger, not because they are dramatic, but because the brain is rewiring how it handles stress, reward, and social signals. What matters most is reassurance. Nothing is wrong, you are not behind, and you do not need to rush to catch up. A sentence you can use often. Bodies grow at different speeds like plants in the same garden. Yours is on its own healthy timeline. Physical changes, what to expect, and how to normalize them. Growth spurts, height may jump quickly, feet may grow before legs catch up, and clumsiness is common as the body's map updates. Skin, oil glands wake up. Pimples and blackheads can appear on the face, chest, and back. Basic skincare matters more now. Hair. New hair may appear under the arms, around the genitals, and sometimes above the upper lip. This is a sign of healthy hormone changes. Body odor. Sweat glands become active. Deodorant, breathable clothing, and daily washing turn a problem into a routine. Voice. Some voices crack before they deepen. It can feel awkward. Normalize it with humor and patience. Chest development. Buds can be tender and uneven at first. That's normal. A well-fitted, soft starter bra can help with comfort and confidence. Genitals. Growth and increased sensitivity are part of development. Privacy, hygiene, and gentle language build respect rather than shame. These changes are not emergencies. They are signals that your body is getting stronger and more adult-like. Menstruation basics. Planning for the first period without panic. What it is: the body's way of practicing for potential future reproduction. The uterus lining thickens and sheds. Timing often arrives 2 to 3 years after breast budding, but timelines vary widely. What they'll notice: light spotting to moderate bleeding, cramps, bloating, fatigue, mood swings. Comfort plan: heat packs, water, light movement, magnesium-rich foods, sleep, and reassurance. Practical prep: create a small first period kit for backpack and locker, pads, various sizes, a spare pair of underwear in a zip bag, gentle wipes, and a note of encouragement from you. School strategy: who to tell, nurse, a trusted teacher, where supplies are kept, what to say if they need to leave class. Product options: start with pads. Later explore other options when they're curious and ready. If your first period comes at school, you are not alone. You have a plan. Here's your kit. Here's who to ask. Here's exactly what to say. Erections and wet dreams. Normalize, don't dramatize. Erections can happen randomly, not just because of thoughts or images. It's a reflex, like a sneeze. Wet dreams, nocturnal emissions may occur during sleep and can be surprising. Provide a simple plan: spare underwear, a towel on standby, laundry know-how, and zero shame. Hygiene matters: daily washing of genitals with warm water, clean underwear, and gentle skincare around hair growth. Your body sometimes does things on autopilot. That doesn't mean anything is wrong or that you did something bad. It just means your body is working. Emotional changes. Naming the waves so they don't feel like storms. Mood swings. Feelings may arrive fast and leave slowly. Help them name emotions. I feel overwhelmed and prickly, rather than defend behaviors. Sensitivity. Feedback can feel like judgment. Use gentle, specific guidance. Let's try this again beats you're overreacting. Stress responses. Big assignments, friendships, and social dynamics can trigger fight, flight, or freeze. Teach micro resets. 3 slow breaths, cold water on wrists, a quick walk. Sleep. Bodies need more sleep during growth spurts. Irritability often signals sleep debt, not disrespect. Nutrition and movement. Steady energy comes from predictable meals and daily movement. Frame these as self-care, not fixes. 2 questions that open doors. What's the hardest part of this for you? Do you want me to listen, help, or both? Crushes may appear. Interest does not equal readiness. Normalize curiosity and emphasize respect. Liking someone never obligates you or them to anything. Privacy. Bodies are private. So are messages and images about bodies. Establish a family rule. Never share or request body pictures. Consent basics. Age appropriate. Ask, listen, respect. If it's not an enthusiastic yes, it's a no. Practice with everyday moments. Borrowing a hoodie, sitting close on the couch, sharing snacks. You are not responsible for managing other people's feelings about you. Your job is to be kind and clear about your own boundaries. Body care habits. Make it routine, not a referendum on worth. Hygiene rhythm. Daily shower or focused wash of armpits, groin, feet, clean socks and underwear. Gentle face wash morning and night. Deodorant. Explain why it helps and how to apply. Test scents together to make it collaborative. Clothing. Breathable fabrics during sport. Simple, comfortable layers to accommodate temperature shifts and body changes. Skincare. Start simple. Cleanser. Light moisturizer. Sunscreen. Add spot treatment only if needed. Dental. Hormonal shifts can affect gums. Flossing becomes more important. Keep supplies visible and easy to reach. Turn chores into choices. Which deodorant feels best on your skin? Builds ownership and follow-through. Privacy, boundaries, and safety. A next-level framework. Knock and wait before entering rooms. Model what you want them to expect from others. Closed doors for changing and bathroom time are signs of growing autonomy, not hiding. Teach the triangle of safety, body boundaries, trusted circle, 3 adults they can tell, and a clear plan if something feels wrong. Say no. Leave. Tell. Update the underwear rule for preteens. No one touches or comments on your private parts. You do not owe anyone access to your body. Ever. A mantra. You are the boss of your body. Your no matters, and I will always listen. Scripts for awkward moments. Body odor at school. If you notice smell after PE, here's a mini deodorant for your bag. Use it and wash hands. Quick and simple. Visible period stain. Tie a sweater around your waist. Head to the nurse with your note. Swap underwear from your kit and text me if you need to. Someone comments on their body. I don't discuss my body. Please stop. If it continues, tell an adult. Random erection in class. Breathe. Lower your waistband slightly. Place a book in front. Think of something neutral. It will pass. Practice these lines out loud. Rehearsal reduces panic in real time. Building a resilient self-story. Shift from appearance to function. Strong legs that carry you. Hands that draw, build, and comfort. A mind that learns and adapts. Separate identity from outcomes. Praise effort, strategy, and courage, not just grades or goals met. Social comparison detox. Curate media. Discuss how images are filtered and staged. Ask, what do they want you to feel or buy? Daily check-in. One good thing, one hard thing, one thing you're proud of today. When kids feel seen for who they are, not how they look, they weather puberty with steadier confidence. Your role: calm coach, not constant critic. Be available without hovering. A present, non-judgmental adult lowers anxiety more than any perfect speech. Use curiosity over control. What would help this feel easier? Share your own puberty story briefly, focusing on reassurance. I remember feeling awkward about my voice cracking. It passed. Remember, your tone teaches as much as your words. Where we go next? Once your child knows what changes to expect and how to care for their growing body, they're ready for 2 deeper conversations that anchor safety and understanding. How human reproduction actually works, simply, truthfully, without fear or graphic detail. How to recognize sexual exploitation and abuse, and exactly what to do if anything feels wrong, even slightly. Let's take that next step together, keeping the same clarity, warmth, and respect that have carried us this far. When your child has begun to understand the changes in their body, it's time to connect the dots. Puberty isn't just about growth, it's about purpose. Their body isn't simply transforming randomly, it's preparing for new abilities. One of those abilities is reproduction. So how do you explain where babies come from without overwhelming them? With honesty, with simplicity, and with the belief that your child deserves truth, not confusion, not fear. You start here. Babies are created when a tiny cell from a male, called a sperm, joins with a tiny cell from a female, called an egg. When these cells meet, they begin to grow into a baby inside a special part of the female body called the uterus. That's it. Simple. True. Enough. If your child wants more detail, you offer it piece by piece. You can say, the sperm comes from the male's testicles. The egg is released from the ovaries. They meet when 2 people who care for each other and agree to be close have a special kind of physical connection. It's called intercourse. It's something that only happens with trust, maturity, and responsibility. And it's never something kids do. Ever. These conversations are not about mechanics. They're about values, respect, consent, safety. Because before your child ever thinks about relationships, you want them to understand this. No one touches your body. No one asks to see your body. No one talks about your body in ways that make you uncomfortable. And if they do, you can say no. You can leave. And you can tell someone, this is how we prevent abuse. Not with fear, but with preparation. Children need to know what sexual abuse is before it ever touches their life. You teach them that any touch to their private parts, not during medical care or hygiene, is wrong. That no adult should ask them to keep a secret about their body. That no one, even friends or family, has the right to comment, joke, or threaten about their appearance. And that they are never to blame. Ever. If something confusing happens, even if it seems small, even if it's hard to describe, they can tell you. They will be safe. You will protect them. You give them the words. I feel uncomfortable. I didn't like that. Please stop. I need help. You teach them who to go to, a parent, a teacher, a school counselor. You rehearse the plan. You make it clear. Not because you expect danger, but because you expect them to grow strong. Children who know their boundaries grow into teens who trust themselves, who choose kind partners, who say what they mean and hear what's not being said. It all begins now, with this clarity, with this trust. So the next time your child asks, "Is it okay if someone says I look sexy?" you say, "No, that's not okay. You're a child. Your body is strong and beautiful, but it's yours, and no one gets to define it but you." The next time someone offers them a secret DM or a filtered photo, you say, "You don't owe anyone access, not to your body, not to your time, not to your trust." And if they ever doubt their worth, you remind them, "Your body is not a billboard, it's not a tool, it's not for approval, it's home, and it belongs to you." Now let's take this further, because the final layer isn't just knowing the facts, it's building self-esteem, it's shaping body image, it's helping your preteen feel proud, not pressured, by who they're becoming. When a child steps into the preteen years, their body becomes a louder part of the story they tell themselves. New curves, changing skin, widening shoulders, hair where there wasn't any, a face that looks different in every mirror. They start to hear the world's commentary more clearly too. Comments from classmates, comparisons on screens, the glow of approval, and the sting of teasing. In this season, your job is not to control the mirror. Your job is to help them build a voice that speaks kindly to the person in the mirror. Start with a simple truth they can carry everywhere. Your body is not a project to fix. It's a living home to care for. Homes need maintenance, not perfection. They creak when they grow. They collect a few dents. They shelter us in storms. When kids can shift from "how do I look" to "how do I feel?" and "what can my body do today?" the mirror softens and the pressure eases. That shift begins with language. Listen to how your preteen talks about themselves. "I hate my nose. My thighs are huge. I'm so ugly." These aren't facts, they're practiced thoughts. Teach them to notice, name, and nudge those thoughts. Notice, "I'm having a harsh thought about my body." Name, "This is body criticism, not the truth." Nudge, "What's a kinder thought I can try?" "I don't love this angle in photos, but my legs carried me through soccer today. My skin is breaking out, and I'm still a good friend and a hard worker." The goal isn't to fake joy, it's to practice fairness. Move from appearance to function in everyday conversation. Instead of, "You look so pretty," try, "Your legs were powerful on the field," or "Your hands were steady while you built that model," or "Your lungs did great on that hike." When they dress for school and ask, "Do I look okay?" say, "You look like you," and that's the plan. Do you feel comfortable and confident enough to focus on your day? Comfort, capability, and confidence are better anchors than a fleeting aesthetic. Invite them to make a strengths map. On a page, write 3 columns. Things my body can do, things my mind can do, things my heart can do. Let them fill it over days, not minutes. Jumping, drawing, listening, coding, comforting a friend, organizing a project, learning a song, finishing a jog, baking muffins that make the whole house smell warm. Hang it where they can see it. When self-criticism spikes, point back to the map. This is who you are, not a filtered snapshot. Help them curate their digital diet. Sit together and scroll, slowly. Ask, what are they trying to sell me here? What's edited or staged? Who actually makes me feel inspired or calm? Unfollow accounts that spark comparison spirals. Follow creators who talk about effort, creativity, service, and kindness. Normalize taking breaks from apps when moods dip. And make a family rule that body pictures, yours, mine, anyone's, are never requested, shared, or traded. Privacy protects dignity, and dignity protects mental health. Teach teasing defense skills without teaching them to harden their heart. If someone comments on their body, they can respond with a boundary. "I don't discuss my body, please stop." If the comment continues, they can disengage and tell an adult. Practice tone in the kitchen, not for the first time in the hallway. Calm, clear, brief. They don't need to win a debate. They need to protect their peace. Anchor daily routines in self-respect, not self-judgment. Hygiene becomes an act of care, not punishment. A shower after practice to help muscles recover. Gentle face wash morning and night because skin is working hard right now. Deodorant because sweat glands are in a growth spurt too. Clean, breathable clothes that fit the current body, not the last one. When clothes are tight, it's a sizing problem, not a personal failure. The hanger doesn't get a vote on their worth. Reframe movement and food as fuel, not moral tests. Ask, what movement would feel good today? Stretching, walking, dancing, practicing a skill. What food will give you steady energy for the afternoon? Model flexible eating yourself. Sometimes salad, sometimes soup, sometimes pizza on a late night. Always water, and never shame. Ban body shaming at the table, including adult self-criticism. Kids borrow our mirrors before they build their own. Teach them about rest as a growth tool. Bodies that grow fast need more sleep. When moods are spiky and tears sit close to the surface, check the basics first. Sleep, hydration, protein, movement, sunlight, a break from screens. Call these your reset switches. Walk to flip one, drink to flip another, breathe to flip a third. Every time they use a reset, they learn the story. I can influence how I feel. Show them that identity is bigger than appearance. You are not your skin day. You are not your haircut. You are not your height this month. You are a friend who shows up, a sibling who learns to share, a classmate who apologizes when wrong, a kid who keeps trying when the math problem is sticky. Praise their process. I noticed how you broke that task into steps. I saw you take a breath before responding. You didn't get it the first time, and you came back again. That's courage in action. Invite rituals that build body appreciation without a mirror. A gratitude check at bedtime. Name one way your body helped you today. My eyes let me read. My arms hugged my dog. My feet carried me across the stage. A compassion note on rough days. Dear body, thank you for working even when I'm annoyed with you. I will treat you kindly tomorrow. A weekly joy list. 3 activities that make me feel alive in my body. Bike rides, trampoline jumps, learning a new dance, walking with a playlist that makes the world feel wider. Talk openly about media illusions. Explain how lighting, angles, filters, editing, and posing shape images. Watch a behind-the-scenes clip together. Ask, what did the final photo hide? What story does it tell that isn't real? Then flip the script. What kind of story do you want your life to tell? One about fitting into someone else's box, or one about showing up fully for your real interests, your real friends, your real community? Make clothing an act of self-expression and comfort, not a battlefield. Let them choose pieces that fit their sensory needs. Soft tags, breathable fabrics, the right stretch. Let them choose colors that match their mood, shoes that match their day. If relatives comment on style, prepare a gentle script. I like how this feels. It helps me focus. Fashion can follow function while still looking like them. When they face a body change they don't like, acne, oily hair, growth spurts that feel awkward, offer a small plan and a large dose of patience. A simple skincare routine, hair care that works for their texture, an appointment for a haircut that helps them manage, a new deodorant they pick themselves. Then remind them that time is a teammate. Many changes level out. Meanwhile, they are more than any single change. Have a family rule for compliments. We praise effort, kindness, creativity, and courage more than looks. If you want a compliment appearance, link it to story. You look like yourself, fully alive. You look comfortable and ready. That jacket looks like your personality found a zipper. Looks become an invitation to meaning, not a measure of worth. Teach them to be a safe friend. Don't comment on other people's bodies. Don't laugh when someone is teased. Change the subject or call it out. Let's leave bodies out of this. Be the person who asks, "Are you okay?" after a cruel joke. When kids learn to offer safety, they learn they also deserve it. If your preteen struggles with self-talk, create a card they can keep in a pocket. On one side, calm and harsh thoughts. On the other, kinder responses. No one likes me becomes, not everyone clicked with me today, and that's okay. I have people. I look awful becomes I don't love this moment, and I can still show up. I always mess up becomes I'm learning, and progress is messy. Encourage them to read the card when they feel the heat rise behind their eyes. Make space for questions that sit beneath the surface. What scares you most about growing up? What's one thing you wish people understood about you? Where do you feel most like yourself? Ask and then listen like it's the most important meeting of your day. Don't rush in with fixes. Reflect back what you hear. When preteens feel seen, they loosen their grip on the mirror and reach for the hand that holds theirs. Model recovery after a hard day. Say, I had a tough moment with my own self-talk today. I took a walk, drank water, and wrote down 3 things I'm grateful for. I feel steadier now. Show them that adults wobble and return. That steadiness isn't an accident, it's a practice. When comparison shows up at school, height lines, running times, who hit puberty first, remind them of the garden. Bodies grow at different speeds, like plants, in the same sunlight. A late bloom is still a bloom. A fast growth spurt is still a season. The goal is not to match someone else's timeline. The goal is to be kind to yourself on your own. Keep a family gratitude jar. Small notes about wins that have nothing to do with appearance. Helped a friend, finished a book, learned a chord, apologized first, asked for help. On hard nights, pour them out and read together. Let the room fill with evidence that growth is happening. Teach micro-boundaries in everyday life. You can say, I don't want a photo right now, please delete that picture. Don't post me without asking. You can step out of a group chat that jokes about bodies. You can mute or block without guilt. Every small boundary builds a larger sense of safety. When they hear commentary about ideal bodies in sports or social circles, reframe the ideal as the body that lets you do what you love with energy and joy. Athletes come in many builds, musicians in many shapes. Scientists, artists, helpers, every calling has room for every kind of human. Invite them to notice the variety and to thank their body for the role it plays in their life story. Build a mantra they can return to under pressure. 3 lines, simple and steady. I am more than my reflection. I am learning and growing. I treat my body with respect. Write it on a sticky note for the mirror. Put it in their lunchbox. Whisper it before a performance, a presentation, a first day. On the days they don't believe you, keep showing up. Self-esteem is not built in a week. It's layered through 1,000 small moments where they feel chosen, respected, and believed. Your consistent presence becomes the background music they carry into every room. And when they do believe you, when you catch them helping a younger sibling tie shoes, or choosing to practice instead of quit, or standing up kindly for a classmate, name it. Say, that's strength, that's who you are. Let them see themselves through your steady eyes until they can hold that gaze on their own. If you need a single compass to guide this season, let it be this. We talk to ourselves the way we would talk to someone we love. If a phrase would hurt a friend, it doesn't belong in your child's head. If a habit would comfort a friend, bring it into your home. This is how body image becomes body respect. This is how self-esteem becomes self-trust. And now, step back and see the whole journey we've walked together. Your child understands the changes of puberty. They know the basics of reproduction, consent, and safety. They have language for boundaries, for the gray zone of touch, for the difference between secrets and surprises. And today, they've begun to build a voice that is kinder than the mirror, a voice that they can grow into, a voice that will not abandon them when the world gets loud. This is the heart of our work at Seeds of Tomorrow. to help you plant truths that will keep blooming long after these conversations end. If this series supported you, if it gave you words when the moment mattered, I invite you to subscribe to Seeds of Tomorrow. Join a community of parents and educators who believe that calm wisdom and warm courage can shape the next generation. Subscribe, share this with someone who needs it, and stay with us for the next chapter of growth. We'll be back soon with more tools, more stories, and more gentle guidance you can trust. Until then, take care of your home, your body, your mind, your heart, and help your child do the same. See you in the next episode, right here on Seeds of Tomorrow.